As an interior designer who owned a national commercial interior design firm, who is now helping her high school graduate daughter move into her own place, let's take this opportunity to talk about specs a little bit so I can help you, the wannabe or the newbie interior designer with or without a college degree, understand how to think like an interior designer. For context, I started doing this because I'm a self-taught interior designer, and I had to learn the hard way, and it was really painful, and I'd rather you guys not have to do that. So I make these videos, as well as I've got tools on the website and the free interior design personality quiz that you can take. But for today's lesson, let's talk specs. So we're looking at this bed here, which is from Wayfair, okay? Here are the different specs that I would be looking at and what I would do with them if I was doing this for a client's project. Number one, I always make sure to have a tracker or multiple trackers. So we've got one tracker, a spreadsheet that we use, that I believe I actually have in tools. And I possibly might have a template for it in the crash course, but I'm not sure. We have one where we look at all the specs and log all the specs and the links of the options that we may go with. And that helps us keep track of making sure everything is in budget. And if we ever have to switch because something becomes out of stock after we order it or there's a delay, we already have our other options there instead of having to start from scratch. So it's very important that you have a tracker that helps you go through your items. And obviously before this, we had a direction board and we pulled the options from the direction board. And before that, we also had a budget that we needed to stick to, and we made sure to break down every piece that we would need, so we had about a range of what we would know we need to spend per piece for that room, that space. And then once we start doing the order, we have a purchasing tracker that tracks the relevant information for each individual order, including the lead time, including tax, the link, any relevant details that might be good for us to have at a moment's notice, and the budget, of course, and that way we can check the status on it, and everything we've ordered is in the same place. This tool I definitely have on the website, and I possibly have it in the crash course. But let's take a step back from tracking for a second. I've got my direction board and I have my budget. So for argument's sake, let's say I've got a $500 budget for a bed frame. What's happening here? I would like to know. So how do I start looking? Well, I already have a list of the target websites or vendors that I know I'm going to look at. I need to know size. In order to do that, I would have had to have a floor plan or at least an understanding of what the measurements of the room are. For this particular case, I know that we need a full-size bed, so that's spec number one, full. Second area of specs is going to be more related to the decor and the aesthetic, and there might be particular fabric or material